The reason you get so stressed, depressed, and you feel like the world is on your shoulders is because you're playing a part. You've become a character in your own story. So much so that you believe it. And you spend every single day playing through this story, acting as the person you say you are. And that builds this stress. Whereas if you would just release yourself from the burden of that story and open your eyes to the greatest story, a script written by God Himself, if you would just open your eyes to that and don't play that role, but live it, you realize how much power you truly have. Understand that you are successful in so much of what you do, but a lot of times we forget who we are. I want you to remember something. You are amazing. You are beautiful. And you are powerful beyond measure. I think I've read just about every religious or spiritual text there is to read. Back and forth, some of them. And I have yet to read anything that didn't say that you are amazing, you are beautiful, and you are powerful beyond measure. Some of them took 1,000 pages to say that. But that's what it says. But understand that you have to build. It's about building. That's what it is. You know, when we have to be real here. We are spiritual beings who have a human experience. We're not human beings who have spiritual experiences. We're spiritual beings who have human experience. But you are having this human experience, so you have to embrace it. You have to embrace it. You know, you can embrace your spirituality. You are already spiritual. So whether you embrace it or not, it's true. You're a spiritual being. You're created, hand-sculpted by the most powerful force in this universe. You're already a spiritual being. But when you embrace your spirituality, don't turn your back on your humanity. If it wasn't necessary for you to be here, you wouldn't be. But you're here. Embrace your humanity. It's also who you are. Understand that. There's books and books that'll tell you, it's about... I'm friends with some of the best-selling authors of these spiritual books. And sometimes it doesn't make sense to me. Not their gifts and talents. That to me, they're absolutely valid. I have friends a prominent friend who writes tons of books on channeling spirits, and it's valid. The gift is amazing. The blessing is amazing, but this person's been divorced 4 times. I said, you've got a great gift of communicating with the dead, but maybe you should communicate with the living. I want you to understand that we're here for a reason. We're here to experience this incarnation, if you will. To experience this and to embrace it for all that it's worth. If God didn't want you here, you wouldn't be here. That was the whole point of Jesus. Jesus came here to say, hey, listen, you're me, I'm you. And for the people who are even hardcore and saying, Jesus was the only Son of God and He's divine, and however you want to look at it, because that argument can go on forever, you can't argue the fact that regardless how spiritual, how whatever, Jesus was here, Jesus got hungry, Jesus got tempted, Jesus got tired, Jesus got beat up, Jesus got killed. All things that happen to humans. Jesus lived this incarnation. And to me, the message there is, so do you. So embrace this incarnation. Understand that you're not just a human. You're not human working. You're not a human stressing. You're not a human yelling. You're a human being. So sometimes you just have to take time to be. Be yourself. Not the you in your story. I mean the you when nobody's looking. The you are when nobody's looking, when no one's around, or the you are when you're with somebody you're really comfortable with. It's okay to be still in your thoughts sometimes. It's okay to turn off the TV sometimes and go to a quiet place. Sometimes you just have to be when you're rebuilding. And that's what most of people need. You don't need to look outwards and buy all these books and build more that's on top of everything. You actually have to rebuild. Cut away all that stuff. Empty your cup. And start listening to the greatest teacher. And start reading the greatest book ever. And that's the book of you. The book of your thoughts. The book of your feelings. Because that was handwritten by the very God you pray to every day. It wasn't written for a mass audience. It was written solely for you and sealed with a divine kiss. Understand that you are amazing, you are beautiful, and you are powerful beyond measure. I'm just getting started. Go grab something to drink, something to eat, but park yourself back down another couple of minutes because that's not really going to start to get going. You're listening to Empowered Living Life, the Truth, and Being Free. I'm your host, Steve Maraboli. Make sure you check out abettertoday.com or stevemaraboli.com and go to A Better Today and sign up for our newsletter. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're listening to Empowered Living Life, the Truth, and Being Free. I'm your host, Steve Maraboli. Don't forget this show goes to 2 hours. At the end of December, it'll be on from noon to 2 o'clock Eastern Time, and we will continue to have amazing seminars and some of the best guests on any show, anywhere. This show continues to grow and has become a meeting place for today's great thinkers and communicators. This show is about all of you, about sharing knowledge, sharing this information to help you release your greatest self. So thank you for listening today. Stop trying to be what you already are in this multi-billion-dollar self-help industry. Everyone has a self-help book. Why aren't you all smiling every single day? Because you're looking outward for something that is ignited from within. Because you're looking to grab something on the outside that's already been placed on the inside. Understand that it's not about becoming spiritual. It's not about becoming strong or becoming anything you want to be. You are already that. It's about releasing it. And understand, people, IMing, and understand that the spirituality thing, you're already spiritual. You're already a spiritual being. You don't have to try to be that. You don't. When you look at people who you know have kids, and you look at their kids, it looks something like the parents. You know, the children always look something like the mother or the father, or a combination of both. And when you get ethnicities involved, they look like the parents as well. It always looks like the parents. The kids don't have to try to be what they already are. They don't have to try to look like their creator. They're made up of that DNA, a combination of the two. They don't have to try. That's already in them. They don't have to try to be what created them. Neither do you. You're already a spiritual being. Some people are more in tune with it than others. Some people embrace it more than others. But you're already a spiritual being. Understand that. You don't have to try to become spiritual. You already are. You have within you the seeds of success, power, and every divine strength ever given. Jesus would tell them if you have the power to move mountains, to heal. And we're seeing technology today that we indeed have the power to heal. And I mean human technology, not scientific technology. I'm saying there are humans who are healing themselves, healing others. The power is absolutely unbelievable.